Chief Rabbi, rabbis, President of the Board, President of the United Synagogue, other distinguished guests, and of course, Madrichim, Bogrim, and Chanichim of Bnei Akiva. Just over 70 years ago, on the 29th of November 1947, David Ben-Gurion heard the news that the United Nations had adopted Resolution 181, the famous partition plan that formally called for the establishment of a Jewish state. Spontaneous celebrations broke out among the Jewish communities of Mandatory Palestine, but Ben-Gurion remained pensive. He refused to join the jubilant crowds. He refused to join the celebrations in the streets, for he anticipated the human price that the rebirth of the Jewish state would command. In the months that followed, many of our allies urged Ben-Gurion to hold off from declaring independence. They feared that a fledgling Jewish state would not survive the united onslaught of all the neighboring Arab states. And unfortunately, their prediction of an Arab onslaught proved correct. In fact, it was only hours after, Ben-Gurion read out Israel's Declaration of Independence on that Friday afternoon in May 1948, that onslaught indeed came. That very night, the Egyptian Air Force bombed Tel Aviv. And on the following day, the newborn Jewish state was attacked from the north by the armies of Syria and Lebanon, from the east by the armies of Iraq and Transjordan, and from the south by the Egyptians. So the very earliest memories of our statehood tell us that Ben-Gurion was right to pause before celebrating. Just as we are right to pause now before we celebrate a truly historic anniversary, 70 years to Israel's independence. That is why on this day, as sirens wail across Israel and cars stop and cities fall silent, that we choose to remember. We remember the 23,646 brave men and women killed in the line of duty as they sought to protect our country and our people. We remember the thousands of mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, sons and daughters murdered by the terrorists. We stand together with the widows, orphans, and families left behind, those for whom every single day is Yom HaZikaron. And as dusk falls and the flag rises, we reaffirm our commitment to the dream shared by all those who paid the ultimate price, that one day, our people and our homeland may live in peace. But let us again cast our minds back to that fateful Friday afternoon in May 1948 and compare where the Jewish state was then and where it is today. Israel, of course, remains in a very dangerous neighborhood. From Hamas in Gaza to Hezbollah in Lebanon, from the Ayatollahs in Iran to Assad in Syria, indeed, the Middle East remains a very dangerous neighborhood. But the truth is this: even in the face of decades of hostility and adversity, Israel has not merely survived, Israel has flourished. Israel stands out as an oasis of freedom and democracy in a region fraught by extremism and despotism. A high-tech economy with a rate of growth envied by many of the world's developed nations. A country whose modern cultural achievements have been acknowledged internationally, from the film festival in Cannes to the Booker Prize here in London. And a country uniquely grounded in a spirit of altruism and volunteerism that has sent life-saving aid to areas of humanitarian crisis, from Haiti to the Philippines, from Turkey to Nepal. This evening, we can also proudly celebrate the strong and enduring partnership between Israel and this country, between Israel and the United Kingdom. A partnership grounded in the century-old letter of Arthur James Balfour that called for a Jewish national home. A partnership that is today making our two nations wealthier, healthier, smarter, and safer. From our booming bilateral trade, which last year reached a record £6.9 billion, that was a 25% increase on the previous year, to the groundbreaking treatments that Israeli and British pharmaceutical companies are pioneering together. From the research partnerships between our universities that are helping to answer many of the world's toughest questions, to the intelligence and counter-terrorist cooperation between our governments that is actively saving the lives of citizens both in Britain and in Israel. So tonight, let us remember the sacrifices others have made to ensure our people's sovereignty and independence. Let us be truly proud of the many achievements of the modern Jewish state. And let us strive together to build an even more just, prosperous, and enlightened Israel, a country that will continue to grow and flourish, a country we will be even more proud of in the years to come. Chag Atzmaut Sameach.